How's it going, everyone? We're back with another weekly watch list. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the stock market, trading, all those good things, please consider dropping a like on the video, commenting, subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the watch list. Kicking things off with ES. I am not counting for Fridays, half action. I just have Thursdays, previous day high, previous day low. Those will be the reactions I'm watching to first. Obviously, we have this overnight low as well, so I'll be watching that as well. Honestly, this is something where this is probably what I'll do, like when I see something like this. And rather than, hey, I'm not going to look at puts underneath the PDL if we have this overnight low there. We'll see if it gets respected since it was like bank holidays were closed, all those things. But I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens there. But underneath that zone of 75.35 to 75.20, I'll look at downside down to 7,500, and the next low is 74.62. As far as upside goes, we do have the daily 20 creeping just over the PDH, so I'm a little hesitant on looking at longs up to 7,600. I mean, I'll see where the daily 20 is tomorrow when the market opens, but that is something that I'll be watching, right? The daily SMAs I only really pay attention to when they're really close to where we're trading at, right? And recently in the last week or two, the daily 20 has had major respect, major rejections, major support, right? Like major rejections, a lot more to be honest. So I don't want to be long into the daily 20. I'd rather see it over. So that's going to be ES. That's what I'll be watching first. We'll go over to SPY. Looking at SPY, very similar, obviously. Previous day high, previous day low. I'll watch for a break and retest of these levels first before anything else. Break and retest below the PDL down to 739. Calls above 748.23 up to 752. But again, that needs to be in line with ES, right? If I had the daily 20 there, I'll look where it is as well on SPY. I'm not going to long into the daily 20. I want to see it reclaim. Let's go over to NQ and QQQ. Same thing. Previous day high, previous day low. All right, underneath 30,391 and 30,273, I'll watch downside back down to 30,000. As far as upside goes, there's a little bit of room up to 30,889, so definitely enough on NQ, especially for like a scalp, up to 30,974. But I'd rather us get over these levels here for a move up to 31,116 and then 31,321. All right. And again, same thing. I'll be looking at the daily SMAs on there tomorrow as well. QQQ, all right. PDL zone, major zone, okay. Lots of pivots in this area. So 731.51 down to 729. Underneath that, I'll look at puts down to this major high at 725.64 and 720.71. Upside, again, got to get over the previous day high and honestly over 744.72. And after that, we're looking at all-time high. So we'll see what the market wants to do this week. Maybe it'll get up to new all-time highs this week. We'll see. Let's go over to Apple. Apple worrying me a little bit. I do have a leap on this for January based off of this previous weekly high, and it held really nicely. But, I mean, this is as clean as a bear flag as it gets. And we came up, rejected the 50 fib off this impulse move. Now we have this perfect-looking flag. Oh, look at that. I mean, it makes me want to take a leap put. Friday was interesting, high volume. I know it was OPEX or Thursday, I should say. Kind of like a doji situation here. I mean, it is a perfect looking bear flag. So I'm hoping it's one of those things where people get short and then they get screwed. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone to lose money, obviously, but and it rips it. It's like, oh, perfect bear flag. Let me get these puts going. And then it's just like we rip above it. Who knows? My target on the leap, obviously I want all-time high, but I'll start trailing my stop over 305, because this 4-hour supply could make a rejection for sure. I mean, that was my original target. It's a leap for January, but I'd rather take profit here than re-add it. It's not something I'm looking to actually hold until January. It's honestly more of like a swing trade. I'm just taking options that are, it's not even that big of a leap. It's really only 6-7 months from now. So yeah, that's my plan on Apple. So hopefully it doesn't just nuke off this bear flag, but my stop is if we get a daily close under 287. So we'll see what happens. But if we get if we break this bear flag with crazy weakness or something, then I would consider cutting it before 287, right? So, we're definitely going to see what happens there. Let's go over to NVIDIA. NVIDIA's been boring. Nothing for me to watch other than I like longs over 212. It's the previous all-time high. I've already taken a swing above that as well. So last month, so that was off this candle here on May 27th, caught this move up to 232 for 190%. Was great, but if we reclaim that, then I'll look at longs again. Potentially a little bit of a trend line flag situation here on the daily. So, maybe NVIDIA wants to reclaim that 212, get above. I'll look for maybe another swing just don't like downside. Same thing with AMD. I don't like downside AMD either. It's been so strong. I'm not looking to take puts on this. And I can't even day trade it, because the options are just ridiculously expensive for a day trade. So these are the levels, previous day high, previous day low. Again, there's downside room to 507, but I'm not playing downside on AMD. It's been extremely strong. For now. Later, that'll change, but for now, with how strong it's been, I'm not interested. Upside over PDH, back to all-time high. Really simple there. So Amazon and Google, these are in interesting spots. Every time Amazon gets really weak, boom, it gets bought up immediately. This 233 daily gap fill hold has been strong. So we came down, we filled this daily gap right here. Strong candle, moved up, buyer stepped up again. So let's see if that wants to get a move. This is something I'm definitely watching a swing on. We need to get over 247, these former daily highs here. Over 247, 250, which I have supply at as well in the 4 hour. We get over that, I like it better for longs. But until that, I'm not interested in this on day trading. Just simply like looking at options, calls over this 250. And downside, definitely not looking at downside unless we break below this daily gap, of course. All right. So I have one swing, I have one leap for June of next year that I've had forever since that earnings dip. I'd probably be looking to sell that, if we break the all-time high. But until then, just looking at other options for a move back up. Like whenever these big companies like this have they're weaker or whatever, I love looking at just getting some long calls on them. And Google. So I have the same thing I did on Apple. We have options, but just shorter time. I just have a swing trade for September. So I have calls for September. Previous all-time high at 346. Perfect daily hold. Entered at the close of this day. You can see the arrow right here. If we zoom in a little bit. Classic. Let's go back to that. So here. So at the close of this day, I don't know why the arrow's all messed up. Maybe because I put it on the 4 hour. I was watching it intraday. It was this day the candle closed. On this day I bought it. Let me see if I can see it on like the 15 minute. I don't see it here. Let's see. Go back to the hour. Where's my arrow? Oh, here it is. So yeah, I was waiting for price. It was that day. It was to a certain level. So I've been holding it for here. It's been up about 20% at the highs. It's about 4% right now, whatever. But I'm looking for a move back to the all-time high. So got some calls for Google there after this perfect weekly hold, right? Weekly highs, weekly hold. I mean, it's as simple as that. If I loses, I don't care. I mean, like it's what I look for in the market. I'm gonna take my shot. So that's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna be everything I'm watching this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. I'd love to get to 50 subscribers. Sounds really funny to say that, but we all start somewhere. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day. It means the world to me. Have a great week. There will be no watch list next week. I will be traveling, but I'll see you all the following week. So have a great week inside and outside the market, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.